If you're down, if you're mad, you say, and I come up to you and what's wrong, man? What's going on with you? I just put you back in that same mode that you just came out of versus, hey, smiling. You know what, Austin? I know inside something's going on with you, but it's okay. Just smile. That little bit of smile right there may change your whole year, may change your whole week.
Welcome to New York. 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 Welcome to New York.
Yeah, I started to take off my shirt, but I didn't want to, embarrass nobody.
Don't want to
No, man.
Don't want to scare me off.
Yeah, that's what it was last time. I didn't work out before we got on the show, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell. You're
Man.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna chill, man. I got to get my body going, and you know how old folks are. So you're the young pup.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm not in shape like you are.
Oh, you're in shape. Dude. You fight. I just work out. These are just muscles, man. They don't do nothing. Yeah.
Show muscles.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna call Austin. Austin, my bodyguard, y'all. He's 24, so don't mess with him.
So
Matter of fact, while you talking about fighting, Austin has a fight June what?
July 30th.
July 30th. So y'all check him out, man. I'm gonna try to stream it and be there and videotape it so y'all can see him, man. He can not only fight with technology, but he can also fight in the ring.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
I gotta fight a bunch of super heavyweights, so hopefully I don't get a Deontay Wilder Jr.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, it's just an amateur fight, so hopefully I get someone who's 0-0. But
I mean, you my boy, I'm gonna laugh though. Because that would be me too.
I'm gonna get slept walking the next day. What's up?
Yeah. With the beat down, man. So,
Okay. Well, you brought some topics today, so
Yeah.
we can start off with that.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to kind of throw it to you and let you kind of run this today.
Oh, okay. Well, not bad, man. As I'm looking around the room, man, you said something last time, but as I'm looking around the room, I'm looking at this technology, man. And you said you spent, a lot of money on technology. Being the older generation and you being, the younger generation, I'm intrigued by y'all's use of technology. I really am. So do you think, because we live in a digital world right now, do you think that the technology nowadays is affecting our daily habits in a negative way or more positive way?
I think it's nuanced. I think it's how you use it. I think we still have the ability to, like, 'cause I fight with it all the time. Like your phone will give you a report how many hours you've had screen time that you had. It'll say you went up 10% or down 10%. I think it just depends on how you use it. You can use it as a really good tool, like social media, for instance.
Yeah.
You can use it for like if graphic design. Like I can go through and crop thumbnails for the YouTube channel, do all kinds of stuff. I can cut little edits, for TikTok, for Instagram, for whatever we're trying to do pretty easily nowadays. But I think a lot of people, and even I fall down this rabbit hole, scrolling down on TikTok a little too long, or something that some people do, like they'll scroll on Instagram and see their friends in Turks and Caicos, or see some random chick that they haven't seen since high school in Uruguay, or Chile, or on some vacation. Like, how are they there? And like, what am I doing wrong with my life? People start comparing.
Yeah.
Right. People start mirroring themselves to other people who, you never know their situation. Truly, you never know. Someone may be paying for that trip for them.
Yeah.
Right. Because I've even done that. Like about 2.5 years ago, I was like, how are these girls from high school going on all these expensive ass trips?
Yeah.
And like, we're the same age. They're not working. They're in college.
Yeah.
I never thought, okay, someone's probably paying for them.
Yeah.
Right. So you kind of do those things, or, as a married couple, I can't speak for you guys, but you might look at someone else's perfect marriage online and, compare, and they may look like they never fight. Right. Or they never argue in person, but you meet them in person, they're both side-eyeing each other. Like, okay, there it is. Right.
Well, at least I don't side-eye each other, but you've seen us in public though, but it ain't easy, man, so, but
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's nuanced. I think you can use it to your advantage. I think it's just like a tool. It's like a hammer. If you go around hitting yourself in the head with a hammer, it's not for any good. But if you actually use the hammer to build a house, or build a shed, it can have some good uses.
Yeah, good deal, man. What's some of your favorite movies on Netflix? And the reason I'm asking is because what do you think some of the social media trends will be, in later in life?
I think there's two parts to that question. All right. My favorite movie on Netflix right now, probably Uncut Gems.
Okay.
With Adam Sandler. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Oh, movie's it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours of just suspense.
Oh, is it?
Like it's hard for me to sit down and watch anything but a comic book movie straight.
Right.
2 hours. But Yeah, Adam Sandler, and the way the story, it's just nothing but stress.
Is Adam Sandler funny? Like,
No,
no, it's
he's
a serious movie.
He's a Boston. He's a gym dealer, I guess, like a
okay.
diamonds dealer.
Okay.
And he's a kind of a shady dude. He's got a gambling addiction, so he's got these people. He's got these loan sharks coming after him, who are his family as well.
Yeah.
And it just can't stop making the wrong decision. Eventually, he just gets the hell beat out of him the entire movie, and you feel for him because you want him to be successful, or you want him to get out of this debt. But he keeps making the wrong decision. You're like, God dang it,
yeah,
But
bite
yeah.
your tongue on one of them.
What was the second question? I'm sorry. I apologize.
What are some of the social media trends that you think carry on and affect our lives, as we get older and as the decades go on?
One thing that I think is fairly new right now,
Yeah.
and that I think will carry on, not necessarily exactly how it is now, is NFTs. NFT is a non-fungible transaction, which means it can't be duplicated.
Gotcha.
So a dollar bill is fungible because you can make another dollar bill.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say I take a picture of you and then I mint it, and that's Bo Knows or Nike Just Do It or whatever the picture is, right?
Let's do it, y'all. Do it now.
That can't be reproducible because there's one of one. I mint it, and someone can go save that picture somewhere else, but they can't prove on the blockchain
Yeah.
that they own the original one and the only one.
Okay.
It's like if you have a Jackson Pollock painting, right?
Yeah.
You can prove with his signature, with things on the back. There's certain things that can prove that you own that one. There's that receipt, the copy of it. But it's easier to show the fact that you own an NFT. Now, do I think the NFTs are going to stay like a JPEG, where I've got a picture of an ape? I don't think that's going to be. But I think the blockchain, the way it's going, being able to show ownership,
Yeah.
is going to be the future.
The future.
And digitally, and that scares me, excites me, all in the same, because
What does it scare you?
because everything will be tracked.
Yeah.
I think everything will be tracked. Now, it's not through centralized government, but still the fact that everything you do will be tracked. I think there's a lot of opportunities in investment ways, and but there's always going to be opportunities for investment. But yeah, it does scare me a little bit because everything can be tracked through the blockchain.
Got you. Do you think that's the negative part about technology today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's, again, don't get me wrong, there's positives in it,
Yeah.
but I think there definitely are some negatives. One being, leading into AI, which, I don't know if you ever listened to Elon Musk talk about AI.
Yeah.
He's pretty worried about it. So when he's worried about it, I'm worried about it. Because
Yeah.
no one else is really listening to him.
Uh-huh.
Just from my very limited knowledge of programming and trying to learn, you can only program as many circumstances and instances as a human can think of as of now.
Yeah.
With technology advances, I don't know, right?
Right.
It's like you can only say so many words.
Yeah.
You only have so many words in your vocabulary.
True.
So you can only program so many words into that computer.
Yeah.
Right. Those words being instances and while loops, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a lot to explain, but
Yeah.
I think right now, I think we're safe as far as AI goes. I don't think we have the manpower, but I don't think we have the ability to create something
Yeah.
that can get out of hand, like the Matrix, or what is it, Terminator?
Yeah. Terminator.
So I think we're safe for now, but 10 years from now, who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows? And there's no insight. And what Elon Musk recommends is we have an insight committee before we have an oversight committee. So for the next 10 years, people can just kind of gain an insight of, where everything's going.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing this project. Okay, let me learn a little about it. Let me learn this project. And that way, eventually we can put together an oversight so we actually have an idea of what's coming down the pipeline, or leave the government out of it too.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah. Just wondering and seeing what's going on, man. Us being in the car business, bro, I'm ready for some flying cars.
Yeah.
I'm ready to test drive, man. So get my pilot license or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that coming or what? You the tech guy.
They said it was going to be here by now, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, they drive themselves, so I'm sure they can fly themselves too.
Yeah, eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. How diverse do you think, our entertainment media, needs to be, or how diverse do you think it is, or do you think it's just homogeneous? Everything's the same. American culture's the same.
Diverse in what way?
Because a lot of films are international. I see a lot of films now. I even seen what was it? It was a remake of a movie. I can't remember which one, but it was all in Spanish, which was really neat. It advertised in Spanish. The reviews were in Spanish, and so I think that's really neat coming into the entertainment world, and seeing and touching everybody.
I definitely think the diversity as far as bringing in different representation of cultures is great. I think the main thing is just you got to bring a good story, no
Yeah.
matter what it is. You can't shoehorn characters or races or backgrounds or anything like that, or just a specific character. Right? What they talk about in movies is story comes first. So
Yeah.
when you're writing the script, you have to write the story instead of just going and getting Tom Cruise for a movie because he's Tom Cruise. Does he fit the role? Just like when you're writing a story or you're bringing a story out to the public. I mean, is it a good story? That's all that should matter.
Yeah, that's all.
So,
that
I mean,
matters.
if you can bring, that's kind of what Marvel's doing is they're bringing a bunch of different backgrounds into their universe, and they're doing a fairly good job with most of them to tell a good story. So like no one cares. No one really cares because they're bringing a good story.
Got you. So, as far as, we look at movies, right? We look at TV. What about radio? What about podcasts? Do you think it's all about the story, or do you think it's about the characters in the podcast or the radio or the announcer?
I think that's more to do with personality. Or a podcast is more individuals.
Gotcha.
Because people don't tune in to Joe Rogan because the story necessarily. I mean, he brings on different guests and they get to hear different stories. So I guess in a sense, I'm telling on myself there. It is kind of the story.
Yeah.
But in a big sense, it's also because people like Joe Rogan.
Gotcha.
So people listen to Joe Rogan.
Gotcha.
Right. If this ends up becoming successful, people want to listen to us. It's because they like listening to us.
Right.
And we can give them anecdotes and stories and things of that nature. But again, you have to be likable. And I believe genuine, because I think that's why people like Joe Rogan, is because he's genuine. If someone's not genuine, you can see through it.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, if we're getting on here and trying to be something that we're not, eventually people may believe it for 6 months, a year, or however long, but eventually someone's gonna be like, those assholes are big pair of liars,
Yeah. No, we are who we are. It's me, it's Austin. Yeah, we're gonna be the same no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So as far as that goes, I think you got to be genuine.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to have a little interest to your life. You got to tell your experience. You got to be able to open and learn from other people. You got to be able to listen to other people's stories. So if I'm sitting here listening to your story, or I ask you to tell me a little bit about your life, and I start interrupting you, and I'm not giving you the chance to actually tell your side of something, people are going to think I'm an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, and that's so true. But, and, in saying all of that, technology and everything, you said the magical word again, it's people, and I really think, people make everything, yes, we can have technology, but if there's nobody there, using the technology properly and getting that technology out there, how will somebody ever know? So, that's good, man. So what you got for us on YouTube, man? What reviews we doing today?
So this is something I think you'll really resonate with.
Check. Yeah. See what you got.
So earlier this year, this is a hard year for me. I didn't have I chose life, but I listened to your stuff and, you helped me through it. So.
What's your name?
John.
John, I'm really glad we're together.
Me too, man.
Can I write something?
I'd love that.
Listen to me. What I'm writing here is the biggest truth in the world. It's just deciding what to look at. It's just like tilting your head and turning around and looking at it differently. And you have the strength to do that every day.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Make sure you look at that when you need it.
Yeah, I will.
You just have to look at something that is good. There's always something that's good too. I wish you well.
So much.
Thoughts, or do you need to see it again?
No, I know. I don't need to see it again, man. I'm almost teared up, really. I mean, for real, bro, because this is everyday life, man. Man, life is tough. Life is super tough, man. And so, I try every day, as I try every day to turn around the attitude, to turn around the mentality, to turn around just life. Man, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff, but I think that's what you got to do. You got to find the good out of every day, and again, 2 years ago, man, I made a decision. I'm going to be happy. I'm saying? I'm going to be happy regardless of what anybody says to me, what anybody does, how you think of me. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be happy because it's about my emotions and my feelings. Austin, life's that short. You know, life's that short. How do you want to live it? Do you want to live it in agony? Do you want to live it mad? Do you want to live it saying that you'll never accomplish your goals? Do you want to live it in a negative way? I don't. I want to live it in a positive way. And I want to impact people's lives in a positive way, just like you're impacting my life in a positive way. And so you have to have that mindset. You have to have that mindset that every second is a second. It's a second, it's a minute, it's an hour, it's a day, it's a time. So time starts with a second. You can't get back time, right? You can't get back time. When time goes, it goes. So enjoy that time, enjoy that second. Whether you're down, whether you're sad, whether you're mad, whether you're upset, it doesn't matter. Take that piece of information, like you said, bro, take that piece of information, let it motivate you to be happy. Let it motivate you to come out of that funk. Let it motivate you to let you know, guess what? Life's just short. Life's just short. Will you waste it? Being mad, sad, and upset, mean, rude, whatever happens. We know that. So just be happy. Just smile, just smile. I can't wait till I get my braces off, bro, because I'm going to just keep smiling. So.
You do now.
It's great. Yeah. Yeah. And a smile goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Also, a smile goes a long way. If you're down, if you're mad, you say, and I come up to you and what's wrong, man? What's going on with you? I just put you back in that same mode that you just came out of versus, hey, smiling. You know what, Austin? Mm-hmm. I know inside something's going on with you, but it's okay. Just smile. That little bit of smile right there may change your whole year, may change your whole week. So, that's just great, man. The year's going to be tough.
I mean, what happens when you smile at a baby?
They smile back.
Exactly.
They smile back.
It's just basic human. It's part of us as humans. I mean, even if it's a fake smile, a fake smile can lead to, okay, maybe I got they got some positive thoughts now, right?
Yeah.
You see Gary Vee, and this guy's coming up to him. He said, man, I've had a hard year, but watching your videos has helped me through it. Mm-hmm. And he meets him and he goes to shake the guy's hand, and he's shaking the guy's hand. And then he's telling him, I've had a hard year. I've been through a lot this year. And then he goes to pull away, and Gary Vee just holds his hands well, will you do me something? And he says, will you promise me that you'll look at the good and everything? It's just like turning your shoulder, looking over the other shoulder.
Yeah, that's it.
Right? You don't have to keep looking at the bad, right?
Not at all.
You can look at the good in life and find positives.
Absolutely.
Especially I think this ties into the social media age. So what a lot of people do is they see the good on social media of everyone else's lives, the good, right? And then they go in their own lives and they just keep getting fed a, sandwich,
Absolutely.
I don't want to, I'm trying not to cuss, but they keep getting punched in the face. They keep getting punched in the face. And then they see everybody else living this glamorous life in Tahiti or Mexico or wherever. And then they just feel bad about their own life. And then they just look at, my life sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I'm not accomplishing this yet. Oh, I haven't done this. Right.
Let that
I don't
motivate
have
you.
this. Let it motivate you, right? Mm-hmm. Look at the good, but I'm happy for that person.
Yes.
They are doing well. Whatever the case may be, they're doing well right now.
Yeah.
They're up right now. I'm going to celebrate that, and I'm going to do something that helps me get to where I would want to be somewhere like that.
There you go. That's the mindset that they got to have right there. Also. Mm-hmm. That's the mindset. And guess what? When you trigger that mindset, that's when your life will begin. Yeah. That's when your happiness will begin, when you trigger that mindset right there. So take what he said, man.
How old are you? 27. You got time. It's a balance of regret and patience. You can go hard for 3 years, do nothing right, wake up, and be young as You should really go to a retirement home one day and volunteer and just talk to them. Because when you see regret in a man's eyes, it's painful. When you're 90 and you're not mobile and you're tired and it's over, you can't do it. You can't build that company you wanted. You can't spend that time with your kid. It's regret.
Bro, love it. You 90?
How old are you?
There's a lot of people that do spoofs of Gary Vee.
Yeah.
And it's like, you got so much time, man. So much time.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using it, man.
You're 78. You got nothing but time.
Nothing but time.
It's true though. I mean, you've always got time left. You've always at least got today or tomorrow.
Yep.
Until you don't.
Yeah.
So what can you do with 24 hours?
Yeah.
You can do a lot.
You can do a lot.
I mean, he's talking to this 27-year-old kid. He's saying you can go hard for 3 years, wake up, still be young as hell.
Yeah.
Still be young as hell.
Still be young as hell.
Right? You're 41, right?
43.
43.
See, you see, I got me 2 years down, baby. Damn, I'm looking young.
You're 43, but you still feel young, don't you?
I feel great.
Because you take care of yourself and you're ambitious about every day.
Absolutely.
And you work hard every day.
Yeah.
So if you have that mindset, a lot of 43-year-olds, they're tired, they're washed up in their own mind. They feel like, oh, it's the back nine. I don't have much to do left.
Yeah.
instead of you're like, I'm just getting started.
Just
You're like,
getting
I started at 25 and I'm just getting started now.
Yeah, just getting started, man. And it feels great to just get started. You know, I've always worked out and I've always been an athlete, but what he said, at 90, do you want to be mobile or do you not want to be mobile at 90? I see these little old ladies, man, I promise you, at the YMCA, still working out harder than most guys in the gym at age 90. That's what I want to be. That helps you live a long life. That helps your mentality. That helps your mind. That helps your body. That helps your soul. So that wants to be me, man. And you always have time. Austin, man, I used to think that I never had time to do anything. I never thought I had time to do anything. Now I make the time because those extra seconds, you have that extra time left over. But what we do is we waste that extra time, like on social media and technology. That's what's happening. So, you know, utilize your time, utilize every second that you can to reach that goal or do whatever in life that you want to do.
He talks about when you see the regret in a man's eye.
Whew.
I had a football coach, Coach Natty, who
Yeah.
was one of the best football coaches I've ever had, if not the best. He used to say, regret is the most expensive thing in the world.
Oh my God.
And he would, at the end of every practice, we would be on a knee. He would say, what's the most expensive thing in the world? We would have to all say regret. Man, every time he said it, you know, it didn't really hammer home then. I would realize and think about it. Yeah. Regret's the most expensive thing in the world. We go out there. You don't give it your all in practice. You don't give it all in your sprints. You don't give it all in the weight room. Those, you know, 2% here, 2% here, 2%, 10 times is 20%.
My good.
2%, 100 times is 200%. You could have been 200% better, right? Or even if you look at the law of the 1% each day, right?
1% each
You give
day.
it 365 days.
There you go.
You've got, what is it? 730. You got 730%. You could be 730% better
Better.
in 1 year or
Better.
2 years if you go
Yeah.
1% better each day.
Yeah,
So
better.
think about what you could do in 24 hours. That's
That's it.
1%. All right. So if you don't take advantage of that 1%, that's why I'm starting to go back to training 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Right. With jujitsu and kickboxing is because I just want to get back my body to where I want it to be.
Yeah. That's
And,
it.
you know, for me, you know, for a long time, I had separated my mind and my body because I thought, okay, I'll just work on my mentality, which it worked for a while, but that only takes you so far. Eventually, you have to have your mind and body synchronized. For me, I feel better once I go work out for an hour in the gym.
Me
I go
too.
kickbox.
Yeah.
I did jujitsu for the first time yesterday in
def.
a couple of years, and it felt good.
Yeah.
So your body's more refreshed and your body's more willing to wake up the next morning. Your mind
sir.
feels more alert. So don't go and not live a life that you want to do because you're going to regret it. If you sit at a job you hate for 30 years, 40 years, you're going to look back with some regret. If you don't spend that time with your family, which I don't have a you know, internal family yet with myself, but I've got mom, dad, I've got, you know, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nieces. I don't have any nephews yet. I got one on the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, you're going to live a life of regret and it's going to be painful because you could have done something else.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And that's what fuels me is I don't want to look back and regret anything.
Wee, boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. Hey, ladies, single ladies, y'all see this handsome dude over here? He ain't got no kids, y'all. So he needs to have a family. So,
Around the
you know what I'm
Dallas
saying?
area, Dallas, North Texas, border of Oklahoma and
Border of
Texas. Yeah.
Oklahoma. No regrets, guys.
No regrets.
But you know, that's my biggest fear too, man. Just regretting. And I didn't want to regret going back and looking at life and saying, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I had this. I wish I'd had that. You know, a lot of people, you know, on social media, I post everything. I post everything that I do in my life. I post my story because I want people to see my story. People that truly know me and know where I came from, they see my story. And it's not the flash. It's not the boast. It's not the brag. It is to share with you. I am enjoying life. I'm going to enjoy life and I'm going to enjoy doing fun things. And so when I post those on there, I'm just letting you know, enjoy life. That's it. Enjoy life. Enjoy your days. Enjoy your seconds. Enjoy your family, right? Enjoy the people that you work with. Enjoy the people that you meet. Enjoy the people you come in contact with. So when you're 90, you have no regrets.
I want to touch on a point right there because you post like everything you do, but you're very in the moment when you're not on your phone. So you'll do something. We'll do a birthday at the dealership, or you'll be with your wife or your grandkids. You'll post it, but as soon as you post it, the phone goes back in the pocket, you're back enjoying time with your family, or you're at work, you're working and you're with the guys and you're building rapport, you're training. So it's not like you're always on social media, but when you do it for an intention to share, this is what I'm doing because it's important to you.
Right.
And it's not, you don't post all the trips or,
No,
you do post trips, but you post the time you spend with your grandkids. You post, the time at the dealership, the little things we do, because you want other people to realize that stuff's important. And like I said, as soon as you're done, phone goes back in the pocket, you're back to business, you're back to reality, you're back with family, friends, coworkers.
Yeah, I'm sharing with everybody in the world. The people around me makes me who I am. Austin makes me who I am. The guys at the dealership makes me who I am. My family makes me who I am. Without all those people around me, I'm not Bo Waddell. I'm not Bo Knows. I am not me. So I want to share that with other folks and let them know that you people are important to me. And I want to share these people with the world.
Boom.
I meant what I said. Go after the shit that makes you most happy. You can always get into money later. If you can figure out making money in something you love, it's everything. If it's just money, you'll burn out. Just passion's way better than just money. But if you figure out how to make the shit you love work, it's a game changer.
I'm gonna invite him to the dealership today. Last day of the month, y'all. Hey, come on down.
It's going to cost more than the Cabo trip.
Yeah, you're right. Let's wait till next year.
From there, he talks about passion. Go after something that you're passionate about before money, because money can come later, right? You can always make money, but you have to start with something you're passionate about, or at least want to learn about. For me, I got intrigued by sales in the very beginning because of the people that I was around and because of the mentalities. So I got obsessed with having a similar successful mentality as them. So I wanted to be around people like you that I was around at the time. It wasn't you at the time because it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
But there was people who had similar mindsets, and I wanted to be around them because that's infectious.
Yes.
So that's what I was passionate about, was having that mindset. So I surrounded myself with those types of people for 4 or 5 years until it led up to me going to the dealership.
Yes.
Now, did I surround myself accidentally by people who were posers and frauds? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also learned how to recognize them. Just by me wanting to be around people like you, I learned so much about life and so much about business that I was able to carry that into where I'm at today. And then I was able to put myself in a position to be recognized and say, okay, we think this 23-year-old kid can step up and be a manager.
That's right.
Because I've been around enough people and learned enough and soaked in enough from you guys, not that I'm done learning it by any means, but at that point I'd learned enough to be able to be somewhat trusted in that position and given a chance. So just following your passion, for me, it was being passionate about wanting to be around people like yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's so good, man. And because it is passion. You got to have passion. And I think we lose passion within our journeys, within our life, within our jobs. I think we lose that passion. But you gotta find that passion, and you gotta keep that passion. You gotta let that passion burn inside your heart. And that's my passion, man. My passion has always been cars. I played with Hot Wheels till I was 16, and I collect cars, and I got radio controlled cars, and I just love cars, right? And I love people. And I just put those two together, people and cars, and I'm passionate about what I do now. Here's a quote, is that you don't have to pay me to go to work anymore. You don't. I enjoy it. I enjoy the people. I enjoy the clients. And, I want every client to know that I enjoy you. I enjoy you. Austin enjoy you. Team CCD enjoys you. And thank you so much for allowing us to go on the Cabo trip. So thank you. But, just having that passion drive you to be the best in your business, to be the best manager, the best coach, whatever you're doing, it will drive you. That passion will drive you. And guess what? When you're passionate about the time that you're spending with somebody at your job, at your work, at our careers, what we have, when you're passionate about putting in that time is money. You'll make money.
Money will come.
Money will come.
Here's what I do. First thing, I call it $1 Million Morning. The first thing I do is when I wake up, believe it or not. Well, let me ask you guys a question. What if I handed you $1 million? Would you be excited? Would you be seriously excited? So excited. Would anybody be able to piss you off? No. Junk you out? Anything? Okay, so $1 million. Who would be excited for $1 million? Okay, now let me ask you this, and be honest. If I told you I'll give you $1 million, but you can't wake up anymore, would you take the $1 million? Yeah. Okay, everybody goes, well, of course not. Well, then shift your perspective to realize that this morning when you woke up was worth more than $1 million. But you weren't as grateful as you would be if I handed you $1 million. You were not as excited as you would be if I handed you $1 million. Why is that? Because we've been waking up every morning and we've been bombarded. We've been learning the wrong shit. Everybody's trying to figure out what to learn, try to figure out what to unlearn. Unlearn that you have to be worried because the fact that you wake up, you won just waking up. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, people can say, easy for you to say, dude, my car payment's due. Dude, I'm telling you, would you rather have your car payment made and not wake up? Be like, no. Okay, so the fact that you woke up, just forget all the other problems, all the other challenges, all the other bullshit. The fact that you opened your eyes, because a lot of people haven't and won't. So if you focus in on this word right here, gratitude, everything shifts and your problems become opportunities. But guys, this is the key to it all right here. The rest of it, the rest of the $1 million morning doesn't really work if that doesn't work. You might get healthier, you might get a little more money, but guys, this right here is the key. You wake up every single morning as if you were just handed $1 million. And if you really want to get technical, it can be $10 million. Because would you take $10 million not to wake up? Like, think about it. There's no amount of money that you would take to not wake up. So when you wake up in the morning, if you can capture that kind of enthusiasm, that kind of excitement, that kind of freaking gratitude is what it is. Every single day, your whole life will change.
I think that's Andy Elliott's group.
You got the Elliott group.
He's got Brad Lee speaking to the people.
Yeah, I got the Elliott
That's
group.
pretty funny. Andy Elliott used to work at Carter County Dodge.
He did.
This is something that you talk about every morning. You post about it. You woke up. You're grateful. You got to wake up. You got to wake up today, right? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't wake up to the night. They say, I don't know if you know who Ray Liotta is. He's an actor. Yeah. He just passed away. Another one passed away in his sleep, 67 years old. So you wake up today, you've already got another chance to make something right. You should feel passionate about being able to get another chance. If you said something to one of your friends yesterday that you regret, you get a chance to wake up today and make it right. I was just watching an interview with Snoop Dogg, and he was talking about Tupac and how he and Snoop Dogg weren't on the best of terms when Tupac passed away. Yeah. And he said that's the only person that he's ever went out and not been right with. And that still makes him sick to this day because they were like brothers. Yeah. So he has that regret. Yeah.
It's the same thing with Shaq and Kobe. It's the same thing. He has that regret now that he didn't spend more time with Kobe. My nephew said something at my niece's funeral, and he said, the reason people grieve at a funeral is because they didn't do what they were supposed to while that person was alive. They didn't talk to them. They didn't spend that time with them. And so that's very important to me. I don't want to lose that time. So when I wake up in the morning, man, life's already good. Life's already great. God's already blessed us with everything. He already has a plan for us. Life's good, man. I mean, it really is. And I think you have to have that passion. You got to have that passion or your life's going to be miserable because you're always going to be negative. You're always going to talk about the downfalls and the disappointments that you have. You're never going to see that little piece of information you need to get going. Mindset is the biggest thing. Here's something that I learned. Here's something that you need to learn. Thought replacement. If you want something different, change it. If you can't change it, change your mindset. Change your attitude about it. You have an opinion about me. That's your opinion. I have an opinion about you. That's my opinion. I can't help that. That's your opinion. That's how you feel. But guess what? We can talk about it. We can laugh about it. We can joke about it. And we can have a different mindset about it. And we can help each other about it. Mm-hmm. And so, have that mindset of waking up in the morning and just being grateful. Because you will go. Life's not promised, Austin. It isn't. And we don't know when we're going to go. You could go anytime. So again, how well will you spend your time?
And I love the fact that he throws out, if I gave you $1 million, would you be happy?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, I'm very happy.
But you can't but you can't wake up. Would you still take it? And everyone's like, no.
Would you?
No.
No?
No, because remember, passion before money. You can always make the money later.
Absolutely.
$1 million would be awesome right now.
Yeah, of course. How fast does $1 million go? We sell $100,000 cars.
Guess what? It goes a lot quicker if you don't wake up.
It goes a lot quicker if you don't wake up. And if you ain't passionate about it, it's going out the window. How many people win the lottery and broke the next day? Mm-hmm. There's no passion in it.
And it's just like if you say you got $10 million or $1 million in this case, well, if you're just not happy with life, any of the stuff that you buy, not going to make you any happier.
Make you happier. And
If you're not happy with yourself first, you know, there's a kickboxer, a former retired kickboxer. Now he's kind of a renaissance. I don't know how to explain him. He's very popular now on social media because he's very controversial.
Yeah.
He talks a lot of smack. And he talks about people who get money first and never become the man or the person first. They always struggle. They're always upset. They're always depressed. But people who go through, find themselves first and then get the money, they'll keep the money because they'll be happy. They'll know what to do with it. And then they'll be grateful for it because they've been through some struggle. If you got a lot of these, and I'm not shitting on them, but you got a lot of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old crypto kids or fast money people. They go make $50 million. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to hold it. Right. Again, I don't have $50 million, so I can't judge on that front, but they go out, they blow all this money. They think spending $1 million on a Lambo, they think doing this, doing that, buying the big mansion is going to make them super happy. Yeah. When they haven't found out how to be okay with themselves yet. Like that's a journey that I've just within the past probably 2 years started to figure out how to be happy with myself. Good. And so that way, no matter what else happens, whether I lose my job, whether all this equipment gets burned down, whether I lose my nice truck, whether, I get rejected 15 times in a row by a woman. That's it. It doesn't matter. I still know who I am. I'm still happy and content with myself. Well, I don't want to say content because that means I don't want to grow. Yeah. But I'm happy with myself and I'm happy with my life and where I can take it. There you go. And, a lot of people never find that journey or never find that, ability in their life. And, think you have to do that first before you can really take full advantage of that $1 million. There you go.
I'm going to let each one of you pick out the car of your choice. Sounds good, doesn't it? Pick it out, any color, you name it. It'll be tied up with a bow and it'll be at your house tomorrow. And you say, well, what's the catch? And the catch is that it's the only car you're going to get in your lifetime. Now, what are you going to do knowing that that's the only car you're ever going to have and you love that car? You're going to take care of it like you cannot believe. Now, what I'd like to suggest, you're not going to get only one car in your lifetime, but you're going to get one body and one mind. And that's all you're going to get. And that body and mind feels terrific now, but it has to last you a lifetime.
We just talked about it, man. At 90 years old, I didn't think of it like that, man. You get one body, you get one lifetime.
You have one body, one lifetime.
One mind.
Well, I mean, we see it all the time. People bring their cars in and they are trashed. Yeah. They can have a 2020 Hyundai Sonata or Nissan Sentra or whatever it is. Yeah. Ram truck, Chevy truck. People will bring these cars in and they are absolutely trashed.
Absolutely trashed.
6 months, a year.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't believe. And we're praising these trades. I'm like, man, what does your house look like if, again, not judging, but like, what does your house look like? If, what's your daily habits? I know you don't go eat healthy. I know you don't work out. I know you don't take care of your mind if this is how you treat your vehicle. Yeah. And so he's talking about having one vehicle for the rest of your life. You would take care of it because you got to make sure that thing runs for as long as you can make it run. So why wouldn't you do the same thing with your mind? Why wouldn't you do the same thing with your body? Yeah. So if you're 43 right now and you've got another 50 years, why wouldn't you put another 50 years worth of fuel and energy and maintenance into it?
Mm-hmm. We talk about, the time spent, and we talk about social media. We spend a lot of extra time on social media on things that doesn't matter to our life, that doesn't affect our life whatsoever, right? This affects your life, and so, the positive of social media for me is education right here. It's because it put me in a place now and it made me recognizing it more aware now that I got to keep going. I got to keep working out. I got to keep walking. I got to keep my mind and my body strong because this is all I got. I got one shot at it. I got one shot at it. I can lose it all. We see people that go mentally sane and go mentally insane. And, we see people, in mental homes and things of that nature. It's because of that right there. And just much love to our mental illness and our mental awareness. It's huge and it's big. And so, if you can, when you're on social media, watch educational stuff like this that'll help your mind and help your body. And, You know, surround yourself with great folks like Austin with technology that can, you know, get you the right awareness and get you the right things about your life. So
They say we live in the information age, so almost everything you need, you can find on the internet.
that's right.
You know, but I think a lot of people don't believe it. They think it's just motivational stuff when they see it online. But when you can actually get next to somebody and hear someone say something similar or the same thing, you're like, oh, that was true. This is true. He knows what he's talking about. So I can actually do this and see success. I think that's part of why what you do in the community is so important with your strength in numbers. Going and mentoring the little kids who might not have a positive influence or very many actual net positive influences in their life to do something different. They don't have that opportunity to see someone like you or like your friends that help out. They don't have that opportunity to see someone who's done good in their life to the degree that you have. And you can have the influence because all they see is their immediate surroundings.
Yes,
they
sir.
see it online,
Yes, sir.
but they don't know there's people right next to them that have done very similar things.
That's right. Allow that mindset to stay strong. Allow your body to stay strong because you'll need it eventually. You know, life is tough. Life's a roller coaster. So, you know, allow your mind and your body to stay strong.
Life's a dance, you learn as you go.
Hey, life's a dance. You learn as you go. You know what I mean? Can you boogie?
A little bit.
Get up, get out of bed, and get going.
Everything that we do exclusive, make sure that it's all inclusive. I was taught make no excuses. As a man, you can't be useless.